If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
And fighting to get on the field and making sure that your jersey's hanging up and that you're going to be out there and you're going to be active. Has that helped you in dealing with some guys that have come after you? And you look at a guy like Sergio Kindle and trying to fight to get on the football field. Have you been able to use that to talk to guys? And Art went through this last year a couple times. Can you talk to them and say, look, man, this is just part of football. You know, you're going to go through this, and this isn't, you can't take it the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier to listen to somebody who's actually been there and done what you're going through, you know. So it's easy for Suggs to come up to a guy and say, you know, hey, keep working hard, and you know, eventually he'll get there. But
all he's ever done has been great.
Yeah, he's been awesome since the day he got here. So, I mean, that was kind of my experience with. I had some guys like Jarrett who helped me through. Trevor Price, you know, he's the same kind of as Suggs, but just the guys like that, BA, and some guys who have taken different routes to get there instead of being a first-round pick and great since they got here. I think those guys have some valuable words to say. So so I've definitely tried to, you know, be there for Serge and for some different guys, Art, who have, you know, kind of had a similar experience. You know,
sure.
these guys have, you know, adapted more quickly than I did. You know, I've been fighting to get out there on the defensive side of the ball for, you know, a couple of years now, and you know, these guys are just our young guys on our team are unreal. I mean, they're just playing their balls off, and can't say enough about them.
It's just a testament to the veterans that we have in our room, our defensive line room. You know, like guys like Kelly Gregg and Haloti. You know, those guys that's going to be there. You know, guys that was here, and they never hesitate. You know, different organizations, they got guys that won't tell the younger players because they see them as a threat. As you know, they'll tell them the wrong plays, or you know, tell them wrong times to go to meetings. But you know, we just had a great unit. That's what makes us so unique in the NFL and our team. You know, it's just guys that care for each other, and you know, they're extending themselves out. You know, that's why me as a young guy, I try to help out Purnell with anything's possible. You know, you don't look at guys as a threat as unit. You know, we see ourselves as a whole. We don't see ourselves as a one or two or starter. We see ourselves as, once you get on the field, you know, you're gonna make the best of the opportunity, and because it's an honor, and you know, it's a privilege to be out there. Nothing's given to you.
Yeah, we got a couple of multi-sport, you know, we got some real athletes up here at the table tonight, right? So this is the question: who's the best overall athlete on this football team?
On our football team, who's the best
overall athlete? You know, the guy that can go play basketball, or a guy that can
That's a good question, but honestly, Paul Kruger's an amazing athlete. Like when I tell you he can throw a football, so we have these nets, and they have they look like batting nets. You know, like they just hold balls really, and they're for quarterbacks to practice and throw at. So Paul can stand like 40, 50 yards away, and you tell him, oh, hit it in the green net or the red net, and he'll throw it, and he'll hit it in the net.
Wow.
Or we'll be in the in our bubble, and they have the speed bag, the punching bag.
Right.
So they have the heavy bag, and then they have the little speed bag that's like the size of a little bit smaller than a basketball, and he can be like 40 yards away, and he can hit the speed bag with the football. So and just the way he pass rushes, the way he runs, they got him playing special teams, and they'll have him on defense, they'll have him on goal line, they'll have him playing linebacker. He can just do everything. So he's an amazing athlete, you know.
I knew Paul,
but I still think Art will whoop his ass though if they got on the wrestling mat.
Absolutely. No, I knew Paul was an amazing athlete. You know, my rookie year of camp, you know, we had a tough day of practice, dog days, tour days, and you know, Paul had all his equipment on, and he just busts out doing backflips and somersaults, and you know, the guy wasn't tired.
I'm a pony.
Hey, I appreciate the compliment, man. I don't know if there's a best athlete. There's so many ways to define it, you know.
Right.
You got guys that are just different skill sets. So, but I appreciate the compliment, though.
You define it by cornhole now, right? That's the way that you guys figure out who's the.
Well, we can't do that because the best cornhole player is probably the worst athlete on the team. So.
Well,
Sam,
the punter, yeah.
he's actually a pretty good athlete.
He is.
Though.
No, he is.
Surprisingly, he's a good athlete. He can throw, he can run, he can do a little bit of everything.
No, it's true. He is a really good athlete.
Paul, is there a part of you that hopes that at some point in your career you'll have an opportunity to throw a pass in the NFL?
I mean, you know, of course I'd love to, but I'm a little doubtful that'll ever happen.
That Wildcat package is never going to involve you.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm fast enough for that.
If he gets back on Jerry Rosenberg's good side, then he could go play like punt team and get, you know, one of the punt team fakes.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
put him back there at PP and, you know, snap the ball to him. He could do a little Wildcat and fake like he's going to run it and chuck it or something. Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
All right, let's do this. It's Christmas is Sunday, obviously. Give me the idea. Paul, do you have any kids?
No kids.
You don't have any kids.
Not that he knows of.
Right. We're assuming he has any kids. Art's got a kid. You got kids. What's this week like in trying to get ready for Christmas and scrambling and trying to make sure everybody's taken care of? Give me an idea of what it's like to be a dad around Christmas.
Go for it, Art. Go for it.
Oh man, it's amazing. No matter how hard or how tough practice is, that little guy over there, he puts a smile on my face, and I can't wait to see his face on Christmas. Every time, his biggest thing is Elvin and Chipmunks. Every time we're in the car, Chipmunks, the DVD player. When the commercial comes on TV, Chipmunks. So tomorrow I'm going to take him to go see that, and I got him a couple Chipmunk dolls and a whole bunch of toys for him. So
we got to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Sacrifice.
It's more important. You got to spend time. They'll understand.
I guess he's going to go after work, I guess. But Tuesday's normally our day off, but tomorrow we have to work. So I'm just saying.
All right, everybody share with me one holiday tradition that you had. Give me something a food or a goofy song. Can you give me one holiday story that we can sign this off with this segment?
I mean, for me, I lived in Chicago till I was 10, so, during the holidays, there was always snow, and we'd always go sledding and have snowball fights, and for me, with the snow, it marks, the start of the holiday season, and just thinking about snowball fights and stuff.
What's one more opportunity for you and your brother to fight?
One more time, right. One more chance for us to fight, and I'd always try to peg him in the face, and I'd miss, and then I'd get the snowball in the face.
That's because you can't throw like Paul Kruger.
I had an arm, though. I was good, but I just couldn't hit him in the face.
Paul, what about you? I'll go you next.
Mine's kind of similar. I came from Utah, so if anybody's ever been to Utah, you realize it's tons of snow up in the mountains.
Sure.
I mean, it's like winter wonderland there. So, going up and cutting down trees for, bringing in the house, a pine tree. I mean, kind of the storybook type Christmas for me. Cutting down the tree, tubing, just all that type of stuff, sledding.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's winter there. If I'm not in Utah, it just never feels the same because, driving through the streets in December in Utah, I mean, you got just snow everywhere.
But the schools never close.
Has it been snowing this winter there? Is there snow there?
Not as much. It is in the mountains.
This year is weird, man.
Yeah.
It's like the weather's crazy.
Not as much this year, but it is there though. I mean, it's.
While you guys were gone, it was actually flurrying in Baltimore on Saturday night. You picked the right time to be away. Yeah. Art, you got one that you can share?
Yeah. So when I was a little kid, growing up, ever since I was about 5 or 6, my parents will always be poor around Christmas time. So that kind of inside joke went around for years and years. My dad's like, you guys don't need all the toys. You guys have each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you guys some socks, some peanuts, and a book. So, and every year would get me, every single year. But they usually always get us something. But this year, when they all come down, I'm going to get my dad socks, books, and peanuts.
They're nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Give it up for Brendan Iamodeo, Arthur Jones, and Paul Kruger.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.